So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. The future is now. I waited for you in the passenger seat. There's only so far I can ride in your dreams. While you were chasing everything else but me, I'm starting to break out from your grave. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. I'm not backing down, cause the future is now. Not backing down, cause the future is now. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. The future is now.
And a very good evening, everyone. Welcome along to an exciting new season of the Women's Elite Baseball Series here in Western Australia, and we have got a contest for you to open this summer's competition. The first of 12 preliminary games, a semi-final and a grand final will also take place later in the season. Tonight, it is the Carine Cats taking on last season's runners-up in the Braves, who are looking to go one better than their grand final defeat some 12 months ago. We're looking forward to an exciting competition with plenty of great talent in store but also something more at stake as I welcome my co-commentator for the first time in season 25-26, Tori Newman. Tori, a very good evening to you. Welcome along to our broadcast.
Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to an amazing season.
And a lot on offer for the players as well, because the World Cup's not too far away for these women's players, and selection for the Australians is always going to be an important part of all the players' minds this coming season.
You're exactly right, Paul. And a lot of these girls are looking for those spots in the state team so that they do get to go to the World Cup next year.
And a lot of opportunity, especially for these two teams as well. Carine, third in the competition last season. The Braves going through to the grand final. But a lot of talent not in that side as well. So that'll mean, a lot of the younger brigade is going to have herself a very good go in this competition, and to really make a statement on the World Cup selections.
Absolutely. It'll be an amazing game for sure, and hopefully we get to see some good talent shine tonight.
Now, Tori, you've got a bit of a connection with the Carine Cats, because Peyton Newman is starting on first base for Carine. Tell us a bit about that.
Yes, my little sister is a Carine Cat, and she's just spent a bit of time in Canada with Braves' Leah Cornish. So they were lucky enough to go and play in a women's program over there for about 5 months, which was a fantastic opportunity for the both of them. So it'll be interesting to see what they've learnt over there in this game tonight as well.
A wonderful opportunity to go to one of the big homes of baseball over there, Canada, home of the Toronto Blue Jays, and that they're going along quite nicely as well. There you see Peyton Newman, the number 15, starting at first base. The Cats will take the field first. We're going to get to the mound for the start of this one. It's the Cats and the Braves. We're underway. And that one just wide of the plate. We've got a ball. And we've got a ball going on. 1-0 the count. And that's a big swing from Duckworth, the lead off. It's going towards the mound, and underneath it with an easy catch is Briar Burke, and that is 1 up, 1 down for the Braves. But the Cats have started well with 1 out, and that'll bring up Carine Lett as that second position hitter in the top of the order. A very successful campaign in 24-25, got into a grand final. Now she's facing Briar Burke on the mound to start things off. Good change up from Burke, strike one.
That's high.
Briar Burke getting some good height on that last fastball there. Good pace as well, but just a little high on that second one. 1-1 the count. Big swing from Lett. That one's going towards centre field, and she'll net herself a base hit. Good start for the Braves, responding after that first out. Carine Lett always relied upon to get the drive off to a good start, and she's done just that. Leah Cornish now going to that third position. Leah Cornish, another right-hander. Runner on first. Still one away for the Braves at the moment.
Oh, good pick off.
Always keeping Lett honest there, but
yes, keep her on her toes.
Lett was safe there by a country mile. So that first pitch coming up for Briar Burke, starting on the mound. Ooh, that one just a little low toward the left-hand side. First, Briar Burke. Tell you more about the Cats starting lineup in just a little bit. This the top of the first, looking to sneak up to second is Lett. Puts on the afterburners and slides into second.
Yeah, just wasn't quite making the distance there with that one, but it was a very good steal by Lett.
Just timed that steal at great precision too. Was able to sprint away from first at the time of the release from Burke. It's a 1-2. That one had plenty of hang time. 2-2, still the 1 out. This first game of 12 preliminary games in the Women's Elite Series for 25-26, as that one also sails wide. And Leah Cornish content to let that one go. Well, it's 12 preliminary games. First, we'll get an automatic spot into the grand final on December 10, while the semi-final will be played on the 26th of November between the second place team and third place team. And that is after all 12 preliminary games have been completed. Cornish goes deep. It's plenty of airtime going towards centre field. Terrific catch by Doty. And that is 2 outs. 2 down for the Braves. Gee, Leah Cornish gave plenty of that one. Slashed at it out to centre field. But Doty keeping her eye on the ball, going back toward the wall, making a fine catch.
Very well caught by Doty, and she's one of those girls that will be looking to make that state team again to go to the World Cup. Making
a good first impression with that great catch in the outfield. One of the best in the competition. Caitlin Einen is in that clean-up spot in the order at number 4. Let is being kept honest again by Bri Burke. She was looking for a second pick-off attempt. Einen, another strong right-hander near the top of the order, but takes a called strike as that one just sunk low.
Beautiful pitch by Burke there.
A good variety, hasn't she, Bri Burke? Good fastball.
Absolutely.
Can curve it round a little bit, although there isn't much of a breeze tonight. It'll make it a bit of a challenge. Also sinking low. And one of the keys here, Tori, the Braves have got one of the strongest top orders in the competition, that matching the quality of the Wanneroo Giants, the reigning champs.
Absolutely.
Here it comes, another high one there, getting plenty of height just in line with Einen's shoulders. Burke taking her time, well composed. And she unleashes another, this time going low. So striking 3 straight balls, 3-1 count. The outfield pretty well spread. Scott at left field, Doty at centre field, and O'Neill at right field for the Carine Cats. 2 away. In comes the 3-1, and Caitlin Einen will start walking to first. And this is a big chance, Tori, for the Braves. They've got 2 runners on base, and they'll look to get a good advantage going and put the Cats under early pressure. Next up, Ava Tyson. Now this will be a great battle. The 2 starting pitchers face to face. And it comes. Just too far inside. No, in it comes.
Just foul, that one.
Yeah, Tyson looking to go over first baseline, but that one just had a little too much on it going to the foul line. Going to plug that gap between first base and second base. That's where Newman and Wright are situated respectively. 1-1. Gee, that was inches.
Oh, it looked
outside.
close to me, Paul.
It did. It did. Just inches outside the zone. 2-1. Just sinking low there, and again to the left-hand side. 3-1 count, top of the first. Now these are 90-minute matches in the Women's Elite Series, considering that we have 2 on a Wednesday night. We're bringing you the first of them as Tyson swings for the fences, comes up empty. Strike 2. Nice little change up there from Burke, took a little bit of pace off it.
Yeah, and now we're at full count, which is exciting.
Pressure on the Braves here. They want to put on a good scoring threat here. That one was a little high. Ball 4. And this is a great situation for the Braves too. We have got bases loaded.
Loaded bases for the Braves. This is perfect scoring opportunity.
It's not a bad situation either for Carine as well, because they still have 2 outs in their favour, and one, of course, will bring the innings to an end. This is Emily Hone who's next. In that 6th position in the batting order. What will Burke do here? Big swing, but a miss. Burke's just starting to get back into the groove.
Well, you've got to think these players have had a big off season. This is their first game as well, so
That's a good point you makers. Home drives that one towards shortstop. Brilliantly taken by O'Sullivan. The throw to second is good. And that prevents the Braves drawing first blood. It remains 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. That was a magnificent bit of ground fielding by O'Sullivan. And the Cats, they've worked hard on their fielding, especially after last season where they let a lot of chances slip. And that's a major sign of improvement for Carine early on. As the Cats make their way to the dugout to begin their first stint at the bat, let's have a look at some of the highlights here at the top of the first. And really, Tory, their fielding really was a highlight. As you see there, a great catch by Burke, plenty of airtime from Duckworth getting that high one, and then a big swing from Lett there getting the first base hit. Now the Braves, they did have some chances with bases loaded to get that first score on the board, but if you're going to try and hit past the Carine Cats infielders, I'd say good luck.
Good luck. That's exactly right.
A couple of big hits as well. This was the final out. Sullivan in great position after the take from shortstop. Good throw to right at second. And now the Braves are coming in to the field. Ava Tyson, who was one of the most successful pitchers in the women's competition last season, expect her to fire. She has got great variety to take her opposition off guard. And Elodie O'Sullivan is first up. Peyton Newman will be second. Molly Finch will be third due up. Morgan Doty fourth for the Carine Cats side. And the Braves get to their starting lineup. Ava Tyson pitching, Cornish at starting catcher, Led at first, Hone at second base, Van Splunder at third base, Einan at shortstop, Hitchcock at left field, Duckworth at centre field, and Dowsett at right field. Braves wanting to go one step better, Tory, than their grand final loss. And as we said before in the pre-game, big opportunity for these girls ahead of the World Cup that's coming up next year. And that's obviously a big tournament going up against the best in the world. As you see, Ava Tyson there warming up. Very strong pitch up, great fastball as well. It's got plenty of speed. It was 2026-27 Women's Baseball World Cup, that taking place in Rockford in the USA. Massive opportunity for these girls if they get selected into the team to go over to America, the home of the MLB, and test their mantle on the big stage, Tory.
Absolutely. What an opportunity for some of these young players especially.
And this is a chance for them to make that first impression. Elodie O'Sullivan is going to lead it off for the Cats, facing Tyson straight away. Tyson picking up where she left off. A good strike on the first pitch.
Awesome strike, straight down the middle.
Always consistent. Ava Tyson gets it right down the middle. Tries to change up that second one a little bit. Just a little high on that one. Ava Tyson getting some great encouragement from the crowd as that one almost bobbled out of the hands of Watt, the starting catcher. We have a 2-1. Just joining us, thanks so much for your company. This is the first of our Women's Elite Series matches on Baseball WA's Facebook and YouTube channels for 25-26. Paul Persick alongside Tori Newman for all of the Wednesday night broadcasts, including the finals. Set to be a very exciting season. We hope you can join us throughout these next 14 weeks. A nice line drive by O'Sullivan. That's going towards right field. She'll look for a single here just to play it safe. She gets a base hit and gets the Cats off and running.
Well fielded by Dowsett there. Well, it looks like they're happy to let Carine have that single.
O'Sullivan, a very good hitter, placed it well through that gap between first base and second base, but well fielded by Dowsett. They'll be content to keep that one going, but you can only go in that method for so long until the Cats get a score. So they've got a good drive going to start things off. And speaking of Peyton Newman, we spoke about her pre-game. Here she is. She's facing the music.
Let's see if she can help push her teammate around the bases.
And she too, a very good hitter when it's in the right area. That one just a little high. And Cornish there, starting catch-up. Almost picking off the player at first base. 1-0, 1-1. Peyton Newman, very good eye at the plate as well. Very sharp, knowing which one's outside. As sneaking into second, O'Sullivan puts on the afterburners and gets an easy steal as Cornish had that one slip out of her glove. So they're going with the same approach as the Braves did, going all out attack, get those easy bases and create chances. 2-1. Newman and Tyson. That one down the middle, Newman getting a top edge. Foul behind home plate, we even up the count. Perfect conditions we've got here at Baseball Park in Perth. About 16 degrees when we got to earlier. It's now 15. We're going to only get down to 14 come game's end. But ideal conditions for a game of baseball. Newman, ground drive straight down the middle. Well taken there by Hone at second base, but hesitant about throwing to first or third. That's going to allow Sullivan to get to third. And Newman gets another base hit for the Cats. So they're starting off on the good note.
Was very hesitant to throw it there. I wonder if the scorers will deem that a bit of an error, because I think she had plenty of time to throw that ball to first base. But, you know, potentially being on her knees, maybe she didn't want to get up to throw that.
Well, that's a good point that you make. You know, it's one of those big problems for any side. You cannot have a moment of indecision. And I reckon the safest bet was to throw to first, because she was a lot closer to first base, where the Cats player in Newman was running toward, but she was safe by 2 country miles. Molly Finch is next up. O'Sullivan representing the go-ahead run, situated at third. 1-0. Newman representing the second run, should she go all the way as well. She'll need a big Molly Finch drive straight down the ground to see if the Cats can get an early 2-0 advantage. Finch deciding against it, taking the strike. That one was right down the middle. Ava Tyson.
Well, it looks like Peyton Newman was awarded that single.
That was always tough whether it was going to be an error or not, because she didn't fumble it. She was in great position, but it was a moment of indecision. As again, could we see a steal? Newman sliding in, out. Meanwhile, O'Sullivan gets the go-ahead run, and the Cats lead 1-0.
I think the Cats will be happy to take that sacrifice for a run on the board.
And that empties all the bases to add to that as well. And that's a good point too. Newman looking to make that second, but a sacrifice out was better than nothing. And the Cats hold a 1-0 advantage at the bottom of the first. Molly Finch will remain. One and two. Molly Finch facing Tyson. Finch goes for the big drive, but gets an edge. And a foul will even up the count. 1-2. O'Sullivan advancing home. Carine leading 1-0. Doesn't get all of it. Tyson with the easy catch. That's 2 outs. And now this time it's Morgan Dottie starting at centre field. What can she deliver for the Cats to increase this 1-0 advantage? All bases are empty now. Tyson just putting that one to the left-hand side. 1-0. Tyson just putting up a couple of high fastballs there, trying to get Doty to swing, but Doty's not falling for him. Line drive from Doty towards shortstop. Einan, easy throw to first. That's 3 down. And the end of the first in this opening game of the Women's Elite Series. So far, it is the Cats leading 1-0. We'll be back with the top of the second. Great to have your company here at Baseball Park. Beautiful night in the West. It doesn't get any better than that. Wednesday night, Friday night, any night when we got baseball here in Perth. It is the best site anywhere around the nation. Baseball Park floodlit for some exciting baseball action. This is game 1 of the Women's Elite Series for 2025-26. It's last season's runners-up, the Braves, up against the Carine Cats, who have got off to an early 1-0 lead off the back of a steal toward home base by Elodie O'Sullivan, who got the go-ahead run. There she is on your screen. Elodie O'Sullivan, the go-ahead run to give the Carine Cats a 1-0 advantage. Paul Persick and Tori Newman with you on this Wednesday night. O'Sullivan has got the Cats ahead. It's all about maintaining the advantage because the Braves have got a very strong batting lineup. As you see, the Cats warming themselves up on the field as we await the lead-off hitters for the Braves to get things going. Julian Van Splunda, Dowsett, and Summer Hitchcock at the bottom of the order.
So it looks like Briar Burke's been moved to second base, and we have a new pitcher for this innings by the name of Miley Watt.
Yeah, Smiley Watt was originally down at starting catcher, so they've made a swap. And I think that's really the intent for the Carine Cats, especially it's a first game, long off-season. The point you made very well earlier is that, they're coming off a long off-season. They want to give everybody a go and see what roles they've got for the season ahead.
Exactly, and if you've got the depth, then why not just move people around and give everyone a go?
It's all about achieving the right balance.
Exactly.
Simon Stanton, the Cats coach, making his intentions obvious with those positional changes, but it could come into good effect. It could come into good effect down the track as we head to the top of the second inning. Leading things off for the Braves is going to be Ryan Van Splunda. Another strong right-hander. That's going to be another big highlight to watch for the Braves, is their depth in their batting department. All very strong hitters, as Van Splunda is practicing some of her swings. And Miley Watt getting a few practice throws in before we get into action. The umpires getting back into action as well. Coach for the Braves as well, right in the thick of the action. Spoke with her earlier today, and she's very excited about getting her team back out onto the field and looking to redeem themselves after their grand final heartbreak last February.
Yes, Amanda Mirko won't be letting that one go easily. I think she will be out for the championship this year.
That'll be the obvious goal for the Braves, the #1 goal on their minds. And the Cats coach as well, Simon Stanton, very optimistic about the Cats goals for 2025-26. They've got a great game plan in the works. It's all about executing it on the field starting tonight. Top of the second in this 90-minute encounter. Swing and a miss. Molly Watt, that was a beauty, straight down the middle. Now 0-1, that one just going a little low. Luckily, it didn't collect Van Splunda on the foot. That would have been an automatic base on balls if it struck. Van Splunda taking her time, getting herself focused in the batter's box. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Watt getting off to a good start against Van Splunda on the mound. 1-2. Can she inflict the first blow?
That is a very high and far wide foul ball.
Tried to get plenty of it, but maybe just hooked it too much there. But their intentions are clear, the Braves. They need to fight back. They're trailing 1-0 at the bottom of the first. Even up the count at 2-2. This time gets a better drive that will fall into fair play. Out towards left field. Van Splunda thought about going for a double, but decided against it. Much better drive this time in the same area, but a more positive result for Van Splunda.
Yes, I would be very happy with that hit if I were her. It landed in the perfect little hole there.
And the breeze easing off as well, so that's helped a little bit. If you're hitting against the draft, more often than not, it'll carry a little bit more to the nearest outfielder, as we saw in the opening innings. Taking the strike, but sneaking into second as easy as you like, Van Splundter. I don't think the Cats would be content with that one, not allowing any Braves player to sneak in a further base easily. I reckon that one was a little bit of an offensive breakdown.
I agree. Lots of steals in this game already.
I'm going to miss for Sophie Dowsett. Strike two. The 0-2. Top edge, foul behind home plate. Dowsett, very smooth swing style, doesn't over swing at it. Follow through off that backlift when she's swinging, going after those fast balls, looking for that line drive. Very smooth swing style and follow through. Not overly aggressive, but still is very effective. Ooh, that one close to hitting her on the shoulder, but Dowsett did well to just pull herself out of the way. Sharp eye and just removing herself from the equation on that one, trying to go for the sacrifice bunt. Ideal when you've got no outs on the board. Even count, 2-2, still none away. Braves trailing 1-0, runner on second, in it comes. Last couple of pitches, Dowsett has been in position to go for the bunt, but has backed out, knowing that those pitches were going to be outside the zone and she wasn't going to be pinged for looking. Good presence of mind from Dowsett. 3-2. That one going low. That's going to be obvious. Ball four. Base on balls. Runners on first and second. In a very good position, the Braves. Summer Hitchcock is next up, the last in the batting order. And we're going to have a complete rotation. Summer Hitchcock with the number 7. Starting at left field tonight. That one got plenty of hang time. Hitchcock just pulling herself out of the way. I don't know. Runners on first and second, but Braves did have the bases loaded at the top of the first, but weren't able to capitalise on their chance. Fell victim to a ground out. Hitchcock looking for a sacrifice bunt there, but it didn't come off. Ball 2. Ideally, you'd want to have first and third, maybe pushing further forward to try and look for a ground ball miss hit. Hitchcock going for a bunt again. She's gotten onto it. Will she succeed in getting to first? The throw's wide. Bases are going to be loaded. Second baseman in Dowsett. They're pushing toward third, but playing it safe. Bases are loaded. Now, this is the perfect situation for the Braves. Bases are loaded. They've got no outs in the shed. And fittingly, they've got their leadoff hitter in Lily Duckworth back at the plate. Huge chance for the Braves.
It was very well fielded by Watt there. She just pulled Burke off the base a little bit too far.
Oh, well spotted there. If you've got one of your fielders there just pulling out of the base plate a little too much, that does ask a lot of where the throw is going to, the recipient of it. A little bit unlucky there from the Cats' point of view not to get that first out, but the Braves are in an opportunistic position with bases loaded. Lily Duckworth just having a few practice swings, taking her time. Very composed top order batter for the Braves and a powerful hitter. Facing Watt. In it comes. Not having a bar of that one. 1-0. Right down the middle this time, much better.
That was a fantastic strike by Watt.
Down the middle from Miley Watt with plenty of pace. 1-on-1. Nice line drive going to centre field. Great catch at shortstop. Double play.
Brilliant double play by O'Sullivan and Burke. That one was picture perfect there.
Certainly one of the plays of the night so far. Going up, O'Sullivan making the catch at full stretch and then having the presence of mind to throw to Hune at second base. Right at second base, I should say, to inflict the double play. And catching Summer Hitchcock short. In fact, that's Dowsett, I should say. And that is 2 outs in a flash, and that puts the pressure back on the Braves. Double play on the 6-4, in it comes. Taking the strike, and Hitchcock's going to steal second. Just eases the pressure a little bit, but they've still got 2 outs. They were in a similar situation in the first. Going low for Shanae Lett. One and 2. Big drive from Lett down to left field. That goes over the fielder. And a score for the Braves. Hitchcock looking to get the go-ahead run. And she gets it. The Braves drive in 2 and they take the lead. How about that from Shanae Lett? She put plenty of power behind that line drive over left field and has got the lead for the Braves. Oh, the Cats hemmed them in with a double play, but that's the way you've got to fight back against this great fielding outfit. Get 2 runs on and take the lead and take back control of this game. In that third spot, Leah Cornish facing off against Watt, takes a called strike. Change up there, great hit from Cornish, out to second. Throw is good to first. Newman with the take, and that's 3 outs. We've got a very good contest on our hands in the early goings. The Cats taking the lead at the bottom of the first, but the Braves fighting back, driving in 2 to take the lead 2-1 in this opening game of the Women's Elite Series. And as we see on some of the highlights, Tori, just magnificent batting from both sides. Carine weren't able to take full advantage of their chance, but the Braves, weren't they magnificent?
Oh, weren't they?
As they were able to just get those 2 runs in off the back of some beautiful hitting by Shanae Lett. And they lead this one 2-1. But I reckon the moment that could have sparked the Cats up to seal the end of that innings was that double play.
Oh, absolutely. That double play was just textbook. And, you know, the Carine Cats really shut Braves down with that one.
Now O'Sullivan making the catch and then a quick throw to right to seal it. And then you see that 3rd out. And as we see the Braves fighting back, what about this big hit from Lett? Just falling into fair play. And they were able to just cap things off with a fine piece of batting from the likes of Duckworth, Lett and Cornish. And there's some easy steals too. Go to show how far the Braves are willing to go tactically to take back control of the match. And the throw there, that was a good point that you made, the throw forcing Burke out of first base plate. And then a couple of great drives. The double play, this was what could have sparked the Cats to maintain that 1-0 lead. And then of course Shanae Lett driving in 2 through that massive hit down towards left field. And the Braves, they take back the lead 2-1. Ava Tyson remaining on the mound. Some very interesting tactics here from the respective coaches. Emily Murko and Simon Stanton. The Cats rotating their pitchers every inning, it would seem, but the Braves are remaining with their current standing pitcher in Ava Tyson, their starting pitcher. So they're playing with different tactics here. The Braves and Carine both having a long off-season. the tactics differing as far as their staff on the mound is concerned. Charlie Scott will lead things off for the Cats as they attempt to fight back. Tyson putting it up high there. Swing and a miss. Strike one. One and one the count. Tyson delivers and a drive out towards first base. Tremendous catch. Great catch by Shanae Lett at full stretch. That's one down immediately. They're really starting to get into the groove now, the Braves. They started off a little bit rusty, but now they're starting to get into that mojo, Tori. Trademark Braves basketball is what we're seeing right now.
They've definitely found their feet now, Paul.
Scott flying out to Lett at first base, and that brings out Briar Burke. So a battle of the pitchers, the starting pitchers. Burke only pitched one before being swapped for Miley Watt. Burke, a very powerful hitter too. A powerful swing there, but didn't get a connection.
Very mean swing there.
Burke means business, so does Tyson. It's a great battle here, 2-1, 1-1. Just a little bit wide. Inches outside the zone. Very close, but plate umpire had a better view of it than we did. 2-1. Tyson delivers and again outside. Plate 3-1. Burke swing and a miss. I'm just going a little bit lower this time. Burke is getting those pitches in the right area, but just not being able to get a connection with those powerful swings. 3-2, on away. This time she gets some connection on it. It's a ground ball towards third, and it's a fumble there, a rare one for the usually efficient Van Splunda. And that'll be an error against the Braves, unfortunately, but Burke won't be concerned about that. She's got a single on the ball. So Burke finally able to get a connection on that one. Maybe not all of it. Didn't time it perfectly, but did have luck on her side with that fumble from Van Splunda. Miley Watt, starting pitcher versus current pitcher. Her first at bat for tonight's match. Well wide. Not put a lot of speed on those fastballs over Tyson, but just overdid it on that first pitch. Deciding to pick off first. Burke just sliding in there and missed. No. Just a little low. Credit to Miley Watt for seeing them off very well indeed. 2-0. Coming up now. Line drive out to third. This time Van Splunda takes it cleanly. The throw to second is good. That'll be ruled out. And Burke short at second. They do still have a runner on first, that being Watt. She was able to get a single, but Burke tagged out at second. Much better take and throw from Van Splunda, making amends for that fumble earlier. This will bring up Bree Wright for her first at bat. Go for the same result. Line drive towards third. A foul. No remaining on first. That's Miley Watt. Here comes the 0-1. Just wide. Something low at the last moment. was close. To the body. Bree right, but right. Positioning yourself well to avoid harm. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Watt thinking that one, right I should say, thought that one was going to remain in the right area, but that late sink deceived her. The 2 and 2. That one was wide. Now got a full count. Top edge. Up toward the Cats dugout and a foul. I send as well a shout out to the Baseball WA ground staff here. They've managed to get the ground back into good playing condition after the deluge that this ballpark copped over the weekend. Ground ball towards Van Slunder. Takes it with ease. Throw to first. Oh, she did get pulled off her first base plate for some time. And that's going to be an error on the Braves' part again. And the Braves coach not too pleased. I want to try and get a replay of that because that is quite interesting.
It definitely looks safe to me, Paul, but, you know, the umpire always has the best view out there, and we'll see if the contest comes through.
It's been overturned. It's out.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. That's going to create some conjecture around both dugouts. That's 3 outs. But by gee, that's going to create some talking point. Here's the replay. Ground ball, Van Slunder threw it well. Oh. And did we see a tag on the body, though?
It looks like the tag happened first.
Ooh, because in real time, we couldn't determine whether the tag was made.
No, you're right.
Ooh.
Tricky play there by the Braves, and it's always interesting when the plate umpire overrules the base umpire.
Absolutely. Let's see it again. Let's see it again. Throw from Van Slunder was good. And might have been the tag with her left hand, which is why that was overturned. The coach claiming that the tag was made with the left hand. And the umpire at first base, the umpire is always on line at first base along with home plate, agreed. And the decision was overturned from originally safe to out. Good call in the end. And it's always tough in real time because our commentary box is diagonal to home plate, but we're sort of off-centre to first base. And it was a tough one, especially with the throw being very good because the first base player was directly in front of us.
Yes, exactly. No, it was really interesting to see that replay. It was definitely a lot clearer there.
Shout out to the folks over there at FRS. Great replays and some great inputs there from the team over there. They do a wonderful job in showing those great pictures for you viewers around WA, the nation and around the world. Front row screens. Number 1 in live streaming of sport here in Western Australia. The best in the business. We now head to the top of the 3rd. Great encounter we've got here to open this season's Women's Elite Series, the Braves and the Cats. The second game, of course, is Wanneroo, the reigning champs. They start their title defence against Kalamunda, who are perceived as wild cards of the competition. They have got a very good bunch of players in their side ready to go. By gee, it is going to be a good season, no doubt about that, for those two teams, as will the case for these two teams here, the Cats and the Braves. And it looks like they are remaining with Miley Watt. They're remaining with Miley Watt on the mound. And we were discussing a little earlier that they were going to frequently rotate their pitches. Well, I guess that's the end of that theory when you're looking at the fact that Watt's been a little bit more consistent.
Yes, yeah, no. Obviously, Burke didn't put out there what Stanton wanted her to do, and he's happy to persist with Watt. So we'll see how this pans out for the Cats.
Well, they do have a couple more players on the bench, Ruby Mooney and Phoebe Star Wars, that can try and get some good work done on the mound, but not as consistent. And that first pitch struck Iron right on the back. And that is an automatic base on balls as a result. So she's able to dust herself off and get to first with ease. Obviously one of the worst feelings when you're out there on the mound and you know you get a rogue pitch and it strikes you. It hurts for a while, I tell you. But Heinen there doing very well to shake off that pain and get on with the job at hand. Here's Tyson. The runner on first. Looking to sneak in is Heinen. Slides into second and gets there. An easy steal for Caitlin Heinen. And all of a sudden the Braves continuing to show that attacking intent that has got them the lead. A little high. 2-0. Change up just a little wide as well, trying to force Tyson to swing. Tyson seeing them off well. Again, sinking low. That's going to be another base on ball, so that's 2 in a row. He's on first and second for the Braves. Emily Hone. Step up, third spot from the rotation. He's on first and second. Similar situation the Braves were in at the last inning. They were able to drive in 2. I'll look at that one. The plate umpire let her know about it. 0-1 the count. Looking to make a steal there, Heinen. So too Tyson. And just like that, they both steal the base. So now the Braves on the verge of increasing their advantage. They've got a good scoring thread going. And that's through good attacking tactics. Tyson on second. Heinen third. 1-1. In it comes. Swing and a miss. Much better this time from Watt. A lot tighter. Right down the middle. Thrown a couple of loose ones to start this innings, but this time it was right down the middle. 1-2. Tyson with a grounder out towards first base, but Heinen's going to score. Heinen's going to score. Hone falls short at first. And the Braves, just like that, they lead it 3-1. And only third base will remain occupied. That'll be Ava Tyson. Van Splunder is next. With her side now leading 3-1 at the top of the third. Curves that one away. In the top left corner. This time going high. 2-0. Swing and a miss. This time Tyson, what I should say, getting much more pace on it, forcing Van Splunder to swing. Ooh, that one going deep to the right-hand corner. Van Splunder, presence of mind to just dart out of the way. On third, 3-1. Big drive toward left field. That one carried quite significantly there, Tori, out towards the bullpen at left field.
It certainly would have been a big hit if it stayed fair.
The breeze is pretty much almost gone. Just picking this up, Tori. The breeze is almost gone as Van Splunder just nicks that one back to the catcher. That'll be a foul. Breeze eased off. Conditions, as we said, on the cool side tonight. Still very good for the players. And just curving to the inside. Base on balls once again. Runners on first and third. And just keep on going. Sophie Dowsett is next. Van Splunder 1 for 1 Dowsett, none for none. No appearances at the plate at the moment. That one sinking low, but good enough.
Across the plate at just the right time, that one.
Good strike there from Watt. Needs to keep it up. Just try and give a side a sniff at this contest. Strike 2, but stealing second, Van Splunder. Oh and 2. Strike 3. Dowsett swings for the fences, comes up empty. That's two away. They've still got runners on second and third as Summer Hitchcock makes her way back to the plate. 0 for 1 so far tonight. Kept low. Hitchcock moving her legs to the outer edge of the batter's box. Well positioned there to allow that ball to be seen off. Bang, that one's going to third. Finch with the catch. Tremendous catch by Finch to end this half of the innings. And it remains a Braves lead, but they've increased it slightly. 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. Welcome back to Baseball Park. We're at the bottom of the third in this first game of the Women's Elite Series for 2025-26. Paul Persick and Tori Newman with you. And so far, Tori, it's safe to say the Braves are looking the goods.
Well, they're very offensive. They are not leaving any bases empty. They are stealing as soon as they get on, and they seem pretty determined to win this game. So we'll see if Carine can keep up, but it is an exciting match so far.
It certainly is. Braves more willing to take it on with the way it's been going at the moment. Carine just playing a little more conservatively, not making those steals, and whenever they have gotten on a drive, they've let some chances slip.
They certainly have. So we'll see if they can turn it around. It's only the bottom of the third. Still a long way to go.
Absolutely. Of course, the Women's Elite Series with 12 preliminary games. What an exciting competition it is. Of course, this is the first. Don't forget, next Wednesday, our game for broadcast. We're going to see the Carine Cats again next Wednesday, but they're going to take on the Kalamunda Rangers. And that'll be the side's second game of the series. And we're looking forward to your company then as well. October 15 from 6:30. It runs, of course, for 12 weeks, as I mentioned, with plenty of exciting games, no doubt about that. Semi-final on the 26th of November. And then the teams that are in the grand final will get a week off. And they will meet in the grand final on Wednesday, December 10. I think that's a good structure to allow the teams to get themselves freshened up, get themselves 100% before the grand final on the 10th.
And it certainly builds that anticipation too for an exciting event.
No doubt about it. And that's for then. Only the first game. It's a long road for these teams. Stephanie O'Neill is first up for the Cats, leading things off. That's ball one. And what we discovered as well, one big observation of this game, the Cats, until now, this inning, have not completed a full rotation of their batting lineup. The Braves have gone twice.
No, interesting you mentioned that.
And that highlights the productivity of both the sides in their lineup. And the Braves have got a little bit more experience on their side. They've made the most of it, that's for sure. 1-1. O'Neill facing Tyson, swing and a miss. Strike 2. A loose swing there from O'Neill. 1-2 pitch. Got her swinging again. It was a little bit higher when O'Neill fell for the trap. And Tyson has another strikeout. And in fact, her first strikeout of the night. 42 to 23 in the pitches to strikes ratio. Very productive from Ava Tyson on the mound. Elodie O'Sullivan back at the top of the order. The first complete rotation. All the Cats, in it comes. A little bit high there, but O'Sullivan wise enough not to fall for the trap and go for a swing. This time she goes for it. And a foul right out of the park. To gain a lot of speed from those fastballs, Tyson, but just putting them up to the top letters of the plate there. So Tyson will just want to be a little bit more tighter with the releases that she's got on those very quick fastballs. This time she got it, but it was outside the zone. Base on balls. And that'll mean O'Sullivan will occupy herself at first base, while Peyton Newman will step up for her next appearance at the plate. See what she can conjure up. The Cats trailing by 2.
Hopefully something good.
Showing positive intent. Facing over Tyson, who's been terrific. Tyson looking for the pick-off. Oh, that throws wide. O'Sullivan is going to steal second. Well, that's a bit of a breakdown you would put under the Braves column, to be fair to say.
Absolutely.
Well, the pick-off attempt was the right one to go with, but let there, just letting that one slip, no pun intended. Newman has to go for a line drive past third base. That's a foul. So has that little hiccup given the Cats a bit of a spark? Only time will tell. The 0-1. Newman swings for the fences. Comes up empty.
She certainly does.
She's a big hitter, is Peyton Newman.
She hit 300 over in Canada, so hoping to see that a little bit of that talent show here tonight.
Tremendous hitting average over there in Canada. We're going to continue that productivity here in the West in the first game of this Women's Elite Series. She'll be a key this season. And that one right off the foul pole. And unfortunately, that'll still be ruled as a foul. Not necessarily off the yellow foul pole, but we can call them foul poles because that ricocheted off such and ruled as a foul ball. I reckon that might be served as a bonus hit, just like the old days in the domestic cricket scene where you hit the sign, you get a big prize purse. Newman facing the 1 and 2. Oh, that one was close, but just outside. Pressure on Newman here to try and send O'Sullivan home for the second run. Goes big, but got a top edge. Cornish unable to get to that one as that went over the net. Another foul ball. That one's high. We've got ourselves a 3 and 2. Tyson aiming to pick off a player at second. This time O'Sullivan just making sure she remains at second. Ball taken 2 by Einan. Newman swings and comes up empty. Strike 3. Well, that's something that the Carine Cats would have done without. Newman, usually a very powerful hitter, hitting 300 average. I'm afraid that is not the perfect start. 1 for 2 to her second stint at the plate. Molly Finch, what can she conjure up with 2 outs? O'Sullivan stranded on second at the moment. Finch would want her to get going. They badly need this one. That is a swing and a miss. It will be ruled a drop strike. One and 0. Or 0 and 1. Tyson puts one up high. Third. Just joining us on Baseball WA's YouTube channel and Facebook page. Home of all the big matches. 25-26. Another pick-off attempt at second. And O'Sullivan again safe. This time low and flat. 2 and 1. Comes again low and flat. Finch got some contact. The foul just between home plate and third base. We even up the count, 2 and 2, 2 away. Runner on second at the bottom of the third. That one is popped high toward foul territory, almost in front of our commentary box. And true story, Tori, there have been some foul balls headed our way, unfortunately. One time it did hit the glass in front of a commentary box here.
Lucky we're nice and safe, I hope.
Yes. Nah, we're all right. The glass in the commentary box is very strong as Finch pops another foul ball behind home plate. But it did give me the scare of my life. It came to the glass with such ferocity. It was one of the State League games last season. And dare I say it, it left yours truly ducking for cover. Nice swing there from Finch. Ground ball to third. Van Splundter with the throw to first, but was pulled off the base. Was let, and that is safe.
That's another hole in the Braves' defence, allowing the Carine Cats to advance around those bases.
That's twice that's happened now in this game, one each to the two sides. But Van Splundter, the throw was there, but let there, just slipping out of the plate. That one from Tyson, just going low. Now runners on first and third. O'Sullivan will be the second run for the Cats if she goes through, and Finch the tying run if she goes through. 2-0, 2 away. That one pretty high and well done by Morgan Doty. See herself from that one. If this is a base on balls, we get bases loaded. What a time for the Cats. That is base on balls. There was a bit of consultation, but it's base on balls, 4-0. We've got bases loaded. Hold on to your hats. And time has been called by the Braves. Cornish and Murko having a chat with Ava Tyson. I'm sensing here, Tori, that we might see a pitching change.
Well, it might be time, and we've only got 30 minutes left in this game, so it might be worth putting some a fresh arm in there and see what they can do.
I'll be surprised if this is not a pitching change, but maybe it's just to settle the nerves as well on the other side of the coin. Might be just allowing Tyson to just settle the nerves and just get herself back in the groove. That is the case. But you do make a good point. We have just under 30 minutes remaining. These are 90-minute timed encounters to allow the teams to warm up for the second game, that being the Wanneroo Giants and the Kalamunda Rangers. Interesting conversation there with Cornish, the Braves manager, and also Eva Tyson. But they're preferring to stick with Tyson. Could that be a tactic that wins them or loses them the game? That remains to be seen. Now, base on balls will send O'Sullivan home. And that'll be the last thing on Ava Tyson's mind. Finch the tying run. Doty the go-ahead run. Lovely line drive past first base and second. Sullivan's home. It's 3-2. And they rotate it round. It keeps the bases loaded. Perfect situation for the Cats. How about that, Tori? Your first game here in the commentary box, and we could have a game going down to the wire.
Well, it puts even more pressure on Ava Tyson's shoulders now, as she's really just got to win this battle at the plate here with the batter.
That's Bria Burke now. And a powerful hitter she is. If she gets it in the right area, she can hit them a long, long way. Finch the tying run. Doty the go-ahead run for the Cats. Burke gets plenty on it. Has she got enough on it? It's over left field. Finch will tie it up. Doty, the go-ahead run. The Cats lead. Scott could keep the run thread going. The throw to home plate. It's close, but it is out. But those 2 runs were scored before the out was made. And we have got ourselves a game. What a fight back by the Cats. And it is 4-3 as we head to the 4th. Welcome back to Baseball Park. We're at the top of the 4th. If you want to talk about it down to the wire contest, Tori Newman, we have certainly got one. The Cats lead 4-3. Bria Burke drove in an RBI double before the 3rd out. Bria Burke drew a double RBI before the 3rd out. And the Cats in Game 1 lead last season's runners-up. Who would have thought? Incredible contest we have got here. Couldn't have asked for a better start, Tori, to this season's competition. And the Cats, they have caught the Braves by surprise.
Oh, it's just electric out there. What an atmosphere and what a game of baseball.
25 minutes we've got on the clock as well. This being a 90-minute time contest in the Women's Elite Series matches. Not only both the teams are watching where the game's heading, they've also got an eye on the time. Green Cats struck back in a great way. We talked about Bria Burke's great ability to drive that one a long, long way. She got plenty of it over left field.
That was a fantastic hit by Bria Burke, as you said. Plenty of power on that one, and it just went over the left fielder's head.
And that drove in 2 runs as a result. And that has given the Cats a 4-3 lead. And now it's up to the Braves to respond. Lily Duckworth leading things off, facing Miley Watt. So the Cats are sticking with their current pitcher as well. So they're persisting, knowing that there is still some time remaining. Duckworth drives this one straight down the middle over shortstop towards centre field. And a base hit. So if that's the way the Braves are going to respond, we've got ourselves a mighty showdown. Well timed by Duckworth, that one straight down the middle. And getting a base hit as well. She's having a great night at the plate. Here's Duckworth. And so too is Shanae Lett. And Duckworth stealing second with ease. That next pitch, of course, went a little bit wide. That's ball 1. 1-0 the count. Runner on second. Cats lead 4-3. A little high from Watt. Ducking that one very well. Shanae Lett. Tries to go big, but fouls into the stands. This time goes low, kicking up a bit of dirt on that last pitch. 3-1. Carine won the count. That one will be a base on balls. So now, just like that, Tori, we've got runners on first and second. The Braves looking to form a solid counter to the onslaught delivered by the Cats at the bottom of the third.
Absolutely, Carine better think quickly about their defence and what they're going to do to try and stop the Braves.
They'll need to do so very quickly. They've pushed a bit more shallow as they aim for a pick-off. Unsuccessful. They'll look for some way to curtail the attacking play of the Braves. Leah Cornish. Cornish with a powerful drive out towards left field. Hitting with the draft. The Breezers come back, but it's spilt by Scott. Could we see some runners advance home? Duckworth goes to third, decides to play it safe.
And unfortunately, that error has now loaded the bases for the Braves.
It certainly has. What a chance for the Braves to fight back. They've started off strong at the top of the fourth. Einan could send Duckworth home. Duckworth the tying run, it let the go-ahead run. And hitting against the draft too, the Breeze slowly coming back. That would have been an ideal opportunity for Scott, but a costly error as Einan follows suit out to centre field. This time the catch is made by Doty. We could see a run though. Duckworth going to home. We have a tied game. It's 4-4 at the top of the fourth. No runners on first. They're still on second and third. And the Braves are pumped up. We have a tie, Tori. What a game we've got here.
That sacrifice fly might be just the thing the Braves need to put them over the line.
What they're just trying to ease the pressure. Low ball there, but remember, a base on balls will load the bases again. Ground ball to third. But that'll be a foul. Willette was putting on the afterburners, heading home, but that went over the foul line. Four all at the top of the fourth. Both sides have had the lead, been going back and forth. Ava Tyson facing Watt. It's fading away. 2-1. Close to the head there of Tyson. Tyson did well to just sway out of harm's way. Just under 20 minutes on the clock as well, so the players will be keeping an eye on that as well. But they're wasting no time, these two teams. They're very competitive. Ground ball straight back to Watt. Throw to first. Well taken, good throw, but there's still no outs. And Lett is going to score. The Braves lead at 5-4. But now they've only got one player occupying base, and that's at third. Leah Cornish. But she is going to go to the bench. And it looks like that's going to be Vlasic that will occupy the base as a result. So they've got a pinch runner. 5-4 at the top of the fourth. New hitter is Hone. She looks to go big, but fouls behind the plate. And it comes. Trying to change it up there was Watt. Hone swings. And that will be a foul again behind home plate. 0-2. Vlasic, the pinch runner, representing the 6th run. She can get through. Keep in mind there's still one out. Drop ball there. A throw to first. And that one's gone underneath the hand of Newman. And a score for Vlasic. Make that 6-4. Well, I'm afraid that'll have to go down as an error on the Cats' part. The throw was there from right to Newman, but Newman just let that one slip. That one, dare I say it, as elusive as the Perth City skyline. But home's still there. Still facing the 0-2. In fact, that's Splunder, I should say. Splunder facing 1-0. Splunder takes the strike, but sneaking to second is Hone. They've got their mojo back, the Braves, 6-4. They've driven in this innings, 2 runs alone. They're equal most productive. And they're starting to get back into true form, Tori, after a bit of a slow start.
Yeah, they are really putting some runs on the board now.
And we've now got 15, 16 minutes on the clock. So they've worked the time in their favour. Just outside the zone there. And Splunder goes big. That one's in fair territory, deep to left field. Hone from second to third, and she'll score the Braves 7th. They have really got the firepower going, and they are showing it in spades. 7-4, the Braves lead. They are looking ominous. And at the right time too, Tori. They were hemmed in by the Cats for much of the first 3 innings, but then they really have clicked into gear. Sophie Dowsett is next to face. Runner on second. 7-4 the lead. Caught looking. Dowsett on that first one. Got that one right down the middle. Just wide. 1-1. So plenty of power from the Braves batting lineup. Swing and a miss from Dowsett. That's strike 2. Almost pick off at second there, but Splunder fought against it. Strike 3. Good change up from Watt, and that will be the end of the inning. As we head toward the bottom of the 4th, it is the Braves leading 7-4. As we take you to some of the highlights, so far the last 1.5 innings, Tori, has belonged to the Braves. I mean, especially all their power hitters, all firing at the right time. And that's put the Cats right back against the wall, especially now with 14 minutes left on the clock.
Absolutely. It's put the Cats in a very precarious position. They have only got 14 minutes, as you said, to try and not only close this lead, but close the gap, but try and overtake the Braves.
Well, easier said than done when it's a time game, because the pressure is always going to be on the team that's chasing. And in this case, it's the Cats that are going to be chasing, despite the fact that they were leading for much of the early stages of the game. But the Braves, what a turnaround. They struggled to get any productivity from the top of the order, and now they've really gotten going.
They've had a certainly long warm-up, but they're ready to rumble now.
No doubt about it. No doubt a lot of these power hitters have made an early statement for selection in the Women's World Cup that is coming up in 2026 over in Rockford in America. And dare I say it, maybe one of the players that has made the most, looking at this Braves lineup alone, I reckon the one that's made the biggest statement so far has been Shanae Lett. I mean, looking at her stat line, 2 appearances at the plate, 1 run with 2 hits and a 2 RBI. Now that is a big early impression.
She has made some very, very good hits this evening, as well as some good fielding decisions as well.
Certainly has done. No doubt that'll have the selectors on notice in the later stages of the season.
We have a pitching change here for the Braves. They have put Cornish on the mound and Tyson has gone to first base.
There, Cornish throwing a couple of warm-up pitches as we speak, as we see some more highlights of the big Braves batting flurry. And left field was the place to go because there are a lot of great hitters and they always like to follow through. They hook it toward left field, but they get enough power on it to allow that scoring thread to continue. And the Braves have really made it work. 4 runs they scored alone at the top of the 4th, so that's their most productive innings as far as the batting is concerned. And all of a sudden, they lead this one 7-4. Leading things off is Watt. Takes a called strike to start. Time, no doubt, will be of the essence. And runs will also be as Watt gets a top edge and a foul. Oh, and 2. Cornish facing. What lovely ground ball towards shortstop, taken by Einan. Throw to first is good. Well, that's been another big area of improvement for the Braves after a couple of sluggish mistakes. Their ground fielding has really sharpened in the last couple of innings, and they're just hemming the Cats in, preventing any scoring threat from taking place. Next up, Bree Wright. Well, that one was pretty high, and great take there from Letters at the catching position. Stuck the big glove out with the left hand. Pegged it down with ease. Credit to the home plate umpire too. Just swinging out of the way just at the right time in case that one went past. 2-0. That one just to the corner, so 3 straight balls to begin. Bree Wright facing a new pitcher, Leah Cornish.
There's some tremendous speed to the back of Leah Cornish's pitches. I certainly would not want to be the batter getting hit by one of those.
And no wonder that one was right down the middle for a strike. It's a case of blink and you miss it. When you're up against Leah Cornish, 80 miles an hour. Doesn't take any pace off it. Force right to swing. Strike 2. Oh, that one was close, but a base on balls. Just. So Wright, in this case, can count out lucky stars, but luck ain't even luck. You got to make your own breaks. Wright walking all the way to first. It looks like that's Phoebe Star Wars is going to be pinch hitting for Stephanie O'Neill. Phoebe Star Wars in the red helmet. Very distinctive. That one's gone past. And Wright's going to steal second with ease. So that was led again. Seeing that one go past. Plenty of speed on that one from Cornish. Let did not anticipate that one very well, I'm afraid. 1-0 the count. Runner on second. Can the Cats come back with little time remaining? As Star Wars fouls that one behind the plate. The 1-1. Ooh, keeping honest there. Keeping honest there was right. She was leading off from a long, long way. But thought against it. DC right on your screen. As that pitch from Cornish is a little bit wide. 2-1. Star Wars line drive, but a foul. Still the one out. On second, bases first and third unoccupied. Star Wars again, picking that one behind home plate in the foul. Two. That's a drop strike. And that will send Star Wars packing, but Wright will still get to steal third. They're down to their last out. So that's a drop strikeout, but that will still count. And a good one too for the Braves. And with time very much in their favour, closing in on a first up win in 25-26. We go back to the top of the order. Elodie O'Sullivan, 1 for 1 tonight. Oh, that one curving away from the right-hand side of the plate. Again, that one going to the near side of the plate. 2-0. The count. 2 away, runner on third, that being Wright. Ground ball out towards second. Well taken by Hone. The throw to first. Gone! Great throw there from Hone at second. And that'll be 7-4 after 4. And the Braves, they are looking the goods to get their first win of this year's championship as we head towards the 5th inning here at Baseball Park. Top of the 5th here at Baseball Park. The Braves leading Carine 7-4 in this opening match of the Women's Elite Series for 25-26. Paul Persicantori Newman with you. The Cats, again, just not being able to find the same productivity that the Braves have got at the top of their batting order. But one positive that they can find is Miley Watt. She's tried her heart out on the mound, getting a couple of fast balls in. But the pressure that was built by the Braves just proving too strong at the moment.
Yeah, she absolutely has worked her little bum off. 3 full innings on the mound, and she's about to do her 4th. So hopefully she can hold the Braves at 7 runs for the Carine Cats.
Little time remaining, of course. The umpires and the coach just been deliberating a little bit over the current situation. They're sticking with Watt on the mound as the teams just warming themselves up for the top of the 5th. And the coach, Simon Stanton, getting in amongst it as well, just having a chat to a couple of his players. Simon Stanton. Top of the 5th. Just 3 minutes before 8 o'clock here in the west, if you're just joining us, and for those on the east, daylight savings underway, closing in on 11 o'clock over on the eastern states. And those on the east coast, if you've stayed up late to watch this, congratulations. We'd love your support of our great game here in Western Australia. And for those here in WA, thank you for joining us as well. We really do appreciate your viewership. The season 25-26, a big summer of baseball coming up. Don't forget as well, big Friday night encounter in the men's competition to kick off round 2 of the Harcher State Baseball League. The Carine Cats, we will see them again, and we'll see the Braves again this time in the men's competition. Unfortunately, not being able to get a real gauge of the teams early on, because most of the gala round action this past weekend was called off because of the rain, and it left this ballpark here in less than perfect condition, unfortunately. Tori, it was waterlogged, especially around first and second base.
Absolutely torrential. It was a huge swimming pool out here.
Well, maybe not as much as HIF Health Insurance Oval in August at one time. Sorry to all the West Perth fans, but it did look drenched out there, Baseball Park. So games will be rescheduled and will be replayed as the season goes on. Hopefully a few extra Friday nights just quietly as well. But, of course, we will see the Braves and the Cats doing battle to kick off round 2 as that ball is grounded towards second base and just falling short of the second base player in right. And that'll allow the leadoff hitter in Summer Hitchcock to get a base hit and start things off for the Braves on the right note. Of course, the Braves men's side going down 1-0 last week to the Morley Eagles in the grand final rematch. The Cats were originally set to kick off their season with games against the Rockingham Rams and Swan Districts, but unfortunately, as we said, Mother Nature got in the way as Hitchcock, the leadoff hitter, will steal second, and the Braves just keep on going. And the Braves, of course, they were meant to play a second game as well against South Perth, but as we have stated before, the rain got in the way. Games will be replayed later on in the season. Very unfortunate when Mother Nature interferes with big games like that, but at least it doesn't interfere with tonight's game, as that ball is popped high, an infield fly, but no one wanted it. Who was calling for that one? Watt was calling for it, so too was Wright, but neither of them wanted it. And that's allowed both first and second base to be occupied. Duckworth on first base. Lett is next at the plate. Lett looks to go big, but that's a foul. And right on cue on 8 o'clock. Just letting that one kick up some dirt. Bases first and second occupied. Inside corner. And also going high. 3-0. Big, powerful drive from Lett. Plenty of hang time. Scott underneath it. Makes the catch. Superb catch from Scott. A sharp eye. And that is out number 1 for the Braves. Much better effort there from Scott. Has missed a couple of attempts early on in the night. But Scott able to bring that one down with relative ease.
And hopefully that one gives her a confidence back after she missed that first one.
No, you're absolutely right. Time has been called. Watt having a chat with Simon Stanton and the catcher in right. The umpires very promptly.
Well, we're past time. The umpire will be saying, can we hurry this up, please?
They've done a great job, the umpires at home plate, centre of the infield. Promptly making sure that everything is in order. Leah Cornish at the plate. Lovely ground ball from Cornish. O'Sullivan throws to second. That's one out, and it will remain that way. Player at second there, Mooney, not attempting the double play. They get that second out. And Hitchcock will remain at third. Hitchcock at third. And of course Cornish at first. So runners on first and third with 2 outs. Strike one. And an easy steal there for second for Cornish. For the scoreline. The 0-1 as a lovely line drive gets towards right field and a brilliant catch. No, it's dropped. Thought that one was caught for a moment, and 2 more runs are going to be driven in from Hitchcock and Cornish. Make that a 9-4 margin for the Braves. Well, we thought Star Wars had caught that one at right field. It was a good effort to get to it, but that one just slipped out at the last moment. 9-4 the margin in a flash. As Tyson is next. And another drop pitch is going to allow another steal. Now a runner on second. Well, what was a close game, Tori, has turned into a Braves rout.
It has blown out a little bit now.
Ground drive by Tyson, but what makes the catch? Looking for the double play. Doesn't work. It must have bounced off the turf at first as Tyson is going to go over to second, and another run will be scored. This time, Carine makes it 10-4. That one did bounce off the dirt first before Watt was able to grasp it. Hone takes the strike. That one kicking up some dirt from Watt. It was a low one. Also going low, Watt throwing a couple of low ones there. This time going high. Bit of a mixed bag at the moment. Tyson starting off low and then just tossing one up a little higher. This time swinging is Hone. That one's fouled at the top. Going low, base on balls. Hone will stroll over to first, and Tyson will remain on second. But the threat continues for the Braves. They just keep on going here, Tori. They're just not letting up at the moment. They know that this win is going to be theirs. They are not letting up. They have not stopped. Another high one there from Watt. Time, and Splendor looks to go big, but foul. And also wide, but Van Splendor got caught looking. Strike two. Still 2 outs, one away for the Cats. Drive towards left field. Scott, has a fumble. It's another one, but playing it safe are the Braves. They're going to load the bases. Another powerful hit there from Van Splendor. Scott, when we talk about that confidence boost up after that catch, I'm afraid it's been brought back down.
Well, the umpire's called time.
And it looks like we might see a pinch hitter. That's Vlasic. That is why they have called time. Vlasic, who pinch ran a little earlier, is now at the plate acting as a pinch hitter.
Stanton has just called time again. It looks like he's going to make a pitching change at this late stage in the game.
Looks like it. I'm sensing it. Yep. There will be a pitching change. At the top of the fifth.
Looks like he's putting Peyton Newman in.
And yes, you are right. The Tory Peyton Newman is now on the mound to finish off this match. Peyton Newman, many having the chance to go to Canada. Might have a great opportunity to learn from some of the best over in the Northern Hemisphere. A great experience. As we see Peyton Newman throw a couple of warm-up pitches to get her started, while Vlasic, that's Jamie Vlasic, is at the practice area trying to sync the swings to the pitches of Peyton Newman. It's always a good technique to just warm yourself up and practice your timing. Braves coaches and their team some encouragement. Vlasic going to make her way to the plate as pinch hitter. Vlasic facing. Right down the middle, strike one. Then down the middle from Newman, starting well. 2 strikes in a row. Swing towards second, and dropped. That's another chance, but recovers well. Great recovery from Mooney from the drop catch. Throw to first for Watt. And that is the end of the top of the fifth. And the Braves, they have been on an absolute rout. They have dominated tonight. And they just continue to go from strength to strength. As we head to the bottom of the fifth, it is 10-4 in favour of the Braves. See some of the highlights so far. It was a Braves rout at the last inning. They've just been tremendous, Tory. They just keep on going. They struck 3 in that last inning. And the lead is a game-high 6. They have excelled in the conditions. Their batting lineup with so much productivity. And I think they've made a big first impression on the national selectors. Looking to set the side up for the World Cup next year, because this Women's Elite Series is going to have a lot of importance with the Women's World Cup coming up next year, and all the series that are showcasing all the best women's baseballers throughout the country is going to have the same importance and same stakes as what we've got here in WA. Get back into action. Peyton Newman is going to lead things off. At this, the bottom of the fifth. She's facing Cornish. a little to the inside. 1-0. Swinging big, but getting a top edge on that one. Foul ball. And just sinking low. Cornish with plenty of pace, but just needing to find that right area to go for that strike. This time, he's able to get it right down the middle. Tries to ground that one towards third baseline, and a foul. Two, none away. Swing and a miss. Great fast ball from Cornish. And that sent the leadoff hitter in Newman packing to the dugout. Cornish picking up where Tyson left off. A couple of absolute zingers. Molly Finch is next to face the music. Just low to the inside. Very important time in this game now. The Braves would want to consolidate this big margin. 2-0 the count. Top edge over the net and a foul. On the seat, caught it on the fall. There we go. It's like one of those Venus flytraps in the forest. Very rarely you see a ball caught by a chair. Would that count as an out? We don't know. Two and one away. Well, pulled away there. Did Finch, but had a look. Strike two. Well, sunk low, a swing and a drop strike. That's strike three. That's 2 outs. Or is it? No, they've reversed it. Even count. It's ball three. That's strike three. Or late call there. The home plate umpire appeared hesitant. Molly Finch was in a position to walk to second, but that was strike three, called by the umpire. And now that's going to leave Morgan Doty in that clean-up spot with 2 away, 2 up, 2 down. Afflicted by the Braves. It's time to the top right corner. Want to know the count. Well, that one was very close. It's the inside corner. Inside the zone. Swing, top edge. Right out of the ballpark. Giants are warming up in the bullpen off camera. Of course, they've got their game coming up very shortly against Kalamunda. Should be a very good encounter, that one. And also going high from Cornish. Well, that's a nice zinger from Cornish. That had plenty of fire right down the middle. Strike 2, full count. Full count pitch, Cornish. Going to seal the deal. Trying to change it up. That is a base on balls. Some positives, Tory, to be taken from this Carine Cat side. They showed some endeavour. They gave the Braves a scare, and I reckon that's something that they can build on for the remainder of the campaign.
Absolutely. A little bit of consistency in that back half, and they'll be really powerful in games to come. But, you know, the Braves have just proved to be too dominant, which is we likely guessed from the start of the game, as they were in the grand final last year, as you said.
Testament to not just a great women's program, but the whole of the Braves organisation that just continue to succeed. Chloe Scott facing Cornish. Got caught looking again. That's 2 times now. The 0-2. Swinging a ground ball. Cornish, throw to first. That's 3 outs. That's the game. The Braves at their dominant best to begin the Women's Elite Series for 25-26. They have started off on the right note with a 10-4 victory in 5. And that was all down to a productive 4th and 5th innings. In fact, they were only held without a run in the first inning, Tory, and afterwards it was absolute domination by the Braves. But credit to the Cats, they showed great endeavour in the early part of the match. In the end, they were just overrun by a classy Braves outfit. 10-4 in 5. And I'll put you on the hot seat, Tory. Who do you think was the player of the match? I'm going to give you the nomination since it's your debut here tonight. Who is your player of the match?
I think for me, it was Shanae Lett. I think she was very powerful in her offense and her defense.
Can't argue with that. That's a very good call. 3 at bat, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 RBI as well. So I will agree with that one. Very solid. Her performance in offense as well, and her fielding too can't be ignored. Was absolutely terrific. Tory, thanks so much for your time. Great debut tonight, and we look forward to having you as part of our team throughout the women's competition in 25-26.
I look forward to doing it with you, Paul. It's awesome.
It's going to be a lot of fun this season, no doubt about that. The Braves victorious 10-4 in the opening game of the Women's Elite Series. Don't forget, we're going to be seeing the Cats again next Wednesday night. And no doubt about it, it is going to be a massive encounter. This time, it is the Kalamunda Rangers that will be fronting up live on our broadcast on the Baseball WA Facebook and YouTube channel. It's going to be an exciting competition, the Women's Elite Series for 25-26. Carine will take on Kalamunda next Wednesday. But for now, on behalf of Tory Newman and all our team, this is Paul Persick saying a very good evening to you all.